Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. And we are still in the 2026 Winter Super League. And we have Wornser. I'm not there to say it, I'm just saying it like that until someone corrects me. And his Orcs versus Mr. Jimothy Fantastico and his Necromantic. So the Orcs set up in basically rule of five. I don't know why there's a blitzer behind the troll. I guess to try and trap a wolf. But Jim's not going to fall for that. And Jim sets up in full anti-blitz, even with his ball carrier, because I mean, what's he scared of, right? He just runs back for the ball. If it's a deep kick, he picks it up on turn two. It's fine. So sets up in full anti-blitz defense. Wouldn't have been hurt by a blitz whatsoever unless it lands in 8 squares on the pitch. A plus. And now he gets to claw the troll because of the frenzy. But he rolls a pow. And we'll follow here. Oh, wait, what? Doesn't follow there? Oh, he's blitzing him? Why did he push him onto him then? Oh, it feels like that was a mistake. Like, he must have misclicked, right? He must have meant to be pushed there. There's no way he wanted to be pushed onto him for a block, so it was just a misclick. Like, I'm not even gonna say it was probably just a misclick. It's a misclick. And now he's gone in to defend with the other ones. I don't know how good that is, though. It feels like he's just giving up blocks there. I mean, obviously, he can only give up 2 blocks, not 3. But there's guards, so this feels like he's trading blocks, which is variance you probably don't want to put in. Went for the Wraith, which was, a foul appearance. Weird choice. Doesn't die. So that's pretty good. So his wolf is a little jammed in here, isn't it? Like it comes again from the same thing. Like he could have just blocked into his own fleshy and not followed, and the wolf wouldn't be so jammed in here. Ball's gone back because we're making a bunch of blockless blocks right now. Okay. I don't really like that we're hitting Mr. Throw there. I thought we'd be hitting him so that this was safe. There we go. And he kills himself. I mean, that's kind of a bad... It's bad luck, but it's also a choice, right? He could have blocked in this direction. We go back and look. That could have been him. He could have blocked. And on that POW, that's a 2 dice. And then that gives him 2 dice on him. Into 2. Doesn't get a 1 dice. He doesn't hit the thrower, and it does require a POW for that to be the case. But it's still fine, right? Just leave these 2 tagged on him. I think I would have, like, the wolf is always a problem when you've only got 1 wolf, right? You need to babysit him. This is a little rowdy. I don't know where he went. Where did he go? Onto the troll. Okay. And now he doesn't have a wolf, which was his best bet at hurting orcs. Needs a little more babysitting when you play a 1 wolf build. It's still unlucky, but, you know. Doesn't reroll the foul appearance to maintain his blitz, which is interesting. Doesn't reroll a skull, and doesn't remove himself on that skull. But Jim is now in trouble, right? He's a player down. Afternoon Cat. He's a player down, and it's the player that's his primary blitzer and primary damage causer. So if I'm Jim here, I probably push. I'll be honest with you, I push to score. I want my wolf back. I think I can stop this orc team scoring with Necro. Necro's very good at stopping people scoring, so I would immediately push up the pitch. And if I score early, I score early. Good old Jim Pows everywhere. Good block dice, mate. 1 dice power the troll, though. That's pretty good. I think he probably had to tag here, right? Because then... No, because he can follow. Maybe he tags here. You don't want anyone to activate the troll. But that's a 2 dice block currently. And that's a 2 dice block. And he can go there. And he stands the troll up, etc. So I guess there's no real way of stopping him from activating the troll. Just don't like giving up this 2 dice block on the fleshy for nothing. Pretty easy for him to get it otherwise, though, isn't it? Like I say, this is a blockless block, but it's fine. Guard comes in, he gets 2 dice with the mighty blow after he blocks here, so... Ball being at the back, I don't like. This turn could have gone wrong, and it didn't go well with the stun. Like, this turn could have gone wrong. I'd have moved the ball up, and then, like, you know, pushed through, and even if I scored on turn 5, I still think I can stop him scoring. Once I get the wolf back, I got 11 players and I'm necro. I'm worried that this just basically ends up getting worse and worse, and then the scoring gets harder and harder. Gets tackle on him. We got to move the ball up. And now the ball moving up is worse because there's a stunned guy. We're doing a 1 dice. And another 1 dice. Ball is in Chunt's column. See, this ball could have potatoed this turn with like a blitz and a dodge from a wraith or something. Okay, he might have... oh, that's an interesting place to put him. And he followed too. I explained it somewhere else. I'll probably have to do like a command where it pulls up a clip. But the quick version is it's always been the stupid column to stand in, and it went through different names. I named it like various different things as I got more and more annoyed at people using it, and it ended up at probably the worst one, which is Cunt's column. And because YouTubers and streamers like to copy each other, Jim started saying it and realized that he can't say it because he at the time he did more YouTube than I did. Now we do about the same, right? Because I started YouTube. And then we were watching a game where Crystal played, and Saul got really annoyed that Crystal kept standing in that column, and so it got renamed, because I don't call him Chunter, right? Loads of other people do. So it didn't really come to me to call it that because I call him Crystal. But other people call him Chunter, so Chunt's column came up. Chunt's column, Chunt's row, Chunt's square, or the idiot square. And then it might not have stuck, right? It might have just been like a weekly joke. But then Crystal played a cup game and lost, and posted a giant like A4 like retirement announcement that he was giving up Blood Bowl because he was tired of getting diced. And we were like, wow, this must have been a hell of a dicing. And so we went to watch his game on stream, and he lost because he stood in Chunt's column 3 times. Nothing to do with the dicing. He wasn't diced at all. It was entirely his own fault. He stood in Chunt's column 3 times. Screwed up the game entirely. And so because of that, it stuck. Because he retired after getting diced. I'm using air quotes you can't see because he didn't retire either. Like, carried on playing almost immediately. So it just stuck. And now it's just it. And now look, Jim's in a lot of trouble here. So that's why I didn't like when I said like that's an interesting place to thing. I didn't like that he went inside. He's going to need to escape, so he should have just gone on the outside or straight down or whatever, somewhere he can dodge out. He's stuck now. I don't even genuinely don't even know how he gets out of this. This is like a mega potato. Well, he doesn't get out of it. He just won in nines. I don't think that's the case, Mordred. I've seen Jim play good games with Necro. Uh, all the same mistake, basically. It's not even like a horrible error. Like, the problem with it is that his play has led him to certain crux points in the game, and then he's had bad dice at those crux points. Like, we talked in the previous game, right? He blitzed with the wolf when he shouldn't have blitzed with the wolf, in my opinion, and it got the wolf stuck. But then immediately the wolf gets powed and removed, or Jim rolls like five pushes in a row. Like, he's just had the combination of suboptimal play, not terrible play, just suboptimal play, combined at those crux points with bad dice. Like, that's what happened here, right? The wolf was stuck somewhere it shouldn't have been stuck. And then it gets powed and removed. Sorry, it didn't get powed. It failed a 2 dice 75% block into a 1D 2 plus, rolled a skull, and killed itself, which is super unlucky. But it shouldn't have been in that position. So you can't really complain about the incredible bad luck. But it is still incredible bad luck. The column is bad because if you get powed, it can go in the crowd, is the answer. And even if you don't get powed, you could give yourself no dodge out, right? You're jammed to the sideline. There's no dodge out into no tackle zones. So it's almost never the right place to go. The only reason to stand there usually is if you've got no choice or it happens to be somewhere where the opponent cannot reach. Sure, sidestep, but even sidestep's not great because the problem is if you sidestep, normally, if someone comes in and stands here, if you sidestep even straight up and down, the ball can land on the sideline, and then if you fail to pick up, it goes in the crowd. Even sidestep isn't great. And sidestep does tend to do the other mistake, which is stand on the sideline, which has happened to K-Fool in one of the previous games. He did a sideline cage that was kind of unnecessary because he had sidestep and quickly found out that the problem is if the person dodges in the hard way in front of you, you've got no way to sidestep that isn't on the sideline, which is something he should have known, right? It was a brain fart. But lesser players probably don't realize that until it happens to them. Like if you do a sideline cage and someone dodges in here and like strip balls you or pows you, you cannot sidestep anywhere that isn't on the sideline. So sidestep isn't really doing you any favors. Yeah, you're not getting surfed on a push, but you're still in trouble if you get stripped or powed. So you always got to care about where the ball can go. Failure state thinking is the most important uh, brain switch to switch for any Blood Bowl player. Too many Blood Bowl players, even good Blood Bowl players, uh, think about what if this goes well? Like, what if this is a POW? Okay, if this is a POW, I'll do this. If this is a this, I'll do this. And they don't fully cover what if this is the worst possible result. And it's the same, like, it's just same thinking, right? The worst possible result is that you get full POW'd to there, ball goes in the crowd, gets thrown 12 squares up here, you lose. Just straight up that. Right now, this doesn't matter so much for Jim, right? He was going there because he had no real shot at defending further in. Like he couldn't get to that square to create a screen to defend him if he's one in, and if he doesn't, so he's gone there to try and create a screen there so that the tackle can't go around it, but it still sucks. But either way now, he's going to end up getting powed in Chunt's column. Well, maybe not, but you know what I mean. And he does get powered, but even if he didn't get powered, right? Even if he had 4 pushes, he gets pushed to the sideline with tackle and no dodge out, no 3+ out. And the ball went in the crowd, but it did go that way. Okay. And picked up. And that's it. That's like Jim has probably lost. And if you look at this game, right, you will not be able to find any particular thing that Jim did that you will be like, oh, that was shit. Because I didn't call it, right? I have no problem with calling things that Jim does shit. Just because I like people doesn't mean I won't call it like something they did shit. But you didn't hear me say anything was shit, right? The stuff that I was talking about, the differences of things that I would do, were differences. You could even argue for the stuff that Jim actually did instead. Like you could argue that blocking Mr. Throw was a better decision because Mr. Throw is his ball carrier and lower AV, more chance of hurting him, and the downside was just the Wolf had a 75 into 83. Like all of that stuff could be argued. It's not. There's no way I would ever say, "Oh, it's just garbage." So he hasn't actually done anything like that that's awful. The probably the worst thing that I think he done isn't even the Wolf thing. It's like I said, he should have moved the ball forward 1 turn earlier. Once the Wolf got removed, Jim should have been in like panic scoring mode and should have maximized his chance of knocking it in, even if it was now on this turn. And like defending a short drive because Necro are really good at defending and Jim is a really good player. Those two things combined make him really hard to score on. So that's probably the biggest thing that I would have a difference with how I would have played. Like, because even if I didn't do what he did, I still could have had the Wolf removed or a Fleshy removed or something with a bad block. As soon as that happens and the tide turns against you, you should be ready to fucking potato. Double rush to... He gets the stun, so there's no 1D on the ball. So both ghouls are stunned and the Wolf is off. One D pow is nice. Oh dear. And there we go. And now he probably does lose. Mighty Blow gets the pow. Mighty Blow did nothing, by the way. 666, dead. Bonjour, Lick. Ça va? And a stun there. 13, 14, 15, 16. He scattered it back into his own hands, yeah. But he can still score. He's got no rerolls, but he has to do 4 rushes or 1 handoff. You don't know mon ami? You can say like je vais bien mon ami. It says I'm pretty good, Macca. It's not actually that, but it's close enough. And now the... Oh god, he's getting banged out now as well. So that he's going to do the troll block. So it gives him a scoring threat. Or is he going to try and throw a pass from there? Nope, he's got a scoring threat. He goes down to here. Okay, or there. And he's just going to bung a pass now. Double sixes. Oh my days. He double sixed that. Could he not reach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think he could reach. If he'd have done it, he'd have... Oh, wait, no. Animosity would have eaten one of the that 6. What a shame. Red dice, and then he goes down to base the ball, base the scoring threat. Probably. The issue is what's currently happening. So this is the issue of what's currently happening. He can't blitz both. If he'd done an inaccurate pass and he was down here somewhere, he could probably just pick it up and score after blitzing him. Whereas now he has to clear one of these and dodge the other. And that was his blitz gone on the foul appearance. So before he tries to score, he's going to foul the ghoul. Just a stun. Burns some bad dice. Makes the dodge. Makes the animosity and the catch and the dodge. Oh, dear me. Was that a... Did he have an... Wait, can you intercept if you've got no hands? You know what? I've never even noticed whether you can do that. Apparently you can't. Can you not intercept if you've got no hands? It didn't get an interference roll, though. Is it written in the rules, Welly? I never even thought about it till now. And there we go. And that is the almost guaranteed loss at this point, isn't it? We've got the missing guard. We're 1-0 down. We don't really have much to take the ball off the Orcs. The Orcs. So we can talk about the Orc strategy here, as poor old Jim cries in his cornflakes. The Orc strategy should be to get the ball up the pitch and bang it in the end zone as soon and as safely as possible. Absolutely irrelevant to stall out to turn 16 here. Obviously, if you can do that safely, do it. But if the ball is even in danger of like being red diced, just score. 2-0 almost guarantees you the win. A timeout helps the Orcs more than the Necro. Less turns to get turned over. And removing players helps the Orcs more than the Necro. The ball is in a shitty place if the troll is taking this block. Oh my god. Jim. Jim, man. Okay, now the ball is double protected. I'm sure Jim absolutely loving life right now. Casual blitz without block for no reason. Gets a pow cast. Jim is definitely loving life right about now. It's genuinely triggering, isn't it? Like, because obviously that's a terrible blitz. Like, it's blatantly wrong. To get so ridiculously banged out by bad play, ugh. Nothing wrong with doing the rush to ensure the 2-into-2, because his only hope here is doing some damage. And of course, doesn't happen. Doesn't even get a stun. I'd have kind of snorted if he'd have removed himself there. It's the right play to dodge. It's like getting mighty blowed up the wazoo. But it would have been funny. For everyone but Jim. The Orcs are doing the right thing here. Like I said, they should be pushing up the pitch. No, the guard went in the wrong place. The guard, so he's left out a lone wildebeest, and it's one of his better players. The guard should have been up there to protect the wildebeest. Oh, was he going to foul? Did he just forget to foul? Oh, no, he's big un. I have no idea what he's doing there. Oh, we're not doing the rush with the wolf? Okay. I mean, Jim's got nothing here. Look at this. What's he supposed to do? No one can do anything with this. This is not a skill issue. This is okay. This sucks issue. Doesn't need tackle. Moving everyone but the ball. There we go. Okay. No idea why he's there. He gets caught for a snake. Well, there we go. Classic removal. That evens up the entire game now. Doesn't follow? Is he trying to sack? I was going to do a jump, an attempt at one dice into red dice surf, and rolled 2 into 1. I mean, it was a 55% as a standard, like, cage dive elf sack. He's in the wrong square. Both of these, not both of those were stunned. Both of these can move after the fact. The ball could quite genuinely have gone just here, right? If you, the average dice roll of 2d6 is 7 squares. And it starts from there, so it could have gone there and just been picked up by a blodger and screened by a wrestler. And then potatoed the following turn. Like, genuine options of happening, or being thrown 12 squares down here and had a race with the ghouls. Like, there's no reason for him to stand in Chunt's column there. And another removal. And immediately failed an attempt at dodging from tackle. And then failed it again into his own death. Amusingly, if he'd had his own AV and injury dice as the dodges, he would have one-diced the ball in Chunt's column again. But instead, he kills himself. Getting closer every turn. As long as he doesn't kill himself, he gets closer every turn. Why he's not just building a wall so he can't even attempt to hit the... I was going to say, I don't know, but again, not entirely true. I do know why there wasn't a wall. It's because he's not very good. It's just the answer. And Jim goes down to 4 players. Sorry, there's actually a wolf in there. So I hope Jim doesn't get down on himself too much from these. I mean, I know he will get down on himself, just not too much, right? Because, like I said, there's no obvious, like, oh my god, that was rubbish, I can't believe you did that, like, kind of play, right? Just didn't exist. Some small things that he could have done differently that then turned out badly. But if he'd done the right thing, it still could have turned out badly. We don't know. Well, not the right thing, but the different thing. I think one of them was the right thing. I think that was less arguable. But, you know, getting the wolf in trouble could easily be argued to be fine. Just crazy bad luck. It's just one of those things. Got banged out. Hello, Winter. Sometimes you just get banged out, and all you can learn from it is the little things. Huzzah! the almost score. In Swiss, the score does matter, by the way, so the Orcs shouldn't have set up in rule of 5. Jim could have got a timeout and lost 2-1, which would actually have mattered to the Orcs. But, you know, they don't know that. And there we go. Wornser moves on with a win, and poor old Jimothy takes a loss, which is not good going for his chances. In week 2, he drew, and in week 1, he won. So he's now on 1-1-1 on week 3, which is not great. And Wornser moves on with... Where is he? Where are you, man? 2-1-0. Oh, God. That's a bit sad, isn't it? 2-1-0 for Wornser. And we will see you in the next match.